I'm going to do 3 YouTube videos today. So if you're watching them out of sync, just don't think I'm a meth who always wears the same dress. It's because they were all filmed on the same day. This one is just a bit of a behind the scenes look on how to do a YouTube video, because when I first started, I did not have a clue. Like, I've only been doing it a couple of months, but I've been looking at all, you know, the tips and tricks, and been in touch with some people about, you know, what equipment to use. And this is what I've learned in my time. First of all, you can't rely on your camera audio. You just can't, because there's just loads of background distortion. So, you know, you can use it, but if you go back and have a look at my first couple of videos before I got a proper mic, you'll see there's loads like in the background, and it's not great. The mic that I use, that most sort of like YouTubers use, is this one. It's a blue Yeti mic. It's almost phallic, really, isn't it? It's really clear quality, and you've got different settings there. So you've got one, you know, say if I was doing a podcast with someone and they were sat there and I was sat here, there's a setting for that. And there's a setting for if loads of people are talking all around. And then I like to use the cardio one, which generally is where it's coming from, sort of like the One Direction. If I didn't have you, there would be nothing left. Shall a man who never be his best. That was well the best One Direction song, by the way. I tend to keep it just a little bit out of shot, and it's actually recording separately on my laptop at the moment. So what I have to do is, when I have recorded my video, I then have to get the audio file off the laptop and sync them up. Now, it sounds a bit scary because, you know, have you ever downloaded a pirate copy of a film? Not that I would ever do that. And the sound's slightly out, it's really annoying. So there's a dead, totally low-tech way of doing it, dead easy, dead quickly. I mean, there's apps you can buy and stuff which will do it all for you, but honestly, this way is so much, it's just dead easy. Basically, have you ever seen, you know, at the beginning of a film where people use those clapperboards? There's a reason for that. So all you need to do is, when you sat down and both things are recording, just before you start anything, just do a big clap. And then when you're syncing up the 2 files, you'll see at some point there'll be a visual cue of you doing this, and then there'll be bloody post. So yeah, anyway, there'll be a video cue of you doing that, but then you'll also see on the audio file there'll be a big wave jump, and all you need to do is basically, I use iMovie for my editing. All you need to do is sort of zoom in on your project and then just make sure that big wave lines up on both of them, and then just delete the original audio that's on your camera. I mean, it's easier to do when you're actually doing it on iMovie and you know what you're talking about, but basically your camera will have an audio file and then you'll have this separate audio file. You just need to detach the camera audio from your video and delete it, because that's already synced up with it. The other thing that I use is, because I've got a Canon 100D SLR, that's what I take all my photos on and that's what I take my videos on. And when you're doing video, you have to turn the lens to manual focus, because otherwise it just sort of like jumps all over the place and it has a fit. So the problem is, I'm setting it up on my own. So when I'm getting the focus right on this chair, when I come and sit in it, I'm actually closer, and I might even be a little bit higher than where I've focused on. So meet Maud. This is Maud, my mannequin, and I've had it for years, and all I do is I sit Maud in my little chair, and then I know that that's roughly where I'll be, so I can just focus on Maud. Thanks, hon. And then finally, the last thing you need to do is you need to sort out your lighting. So I'm going to have to just hang on a little bit. So that's my lighting ring. It's on like a little tripod. Oh God, ignore the mess. Yeah, and that ring, basically, you can have it on different brightnesses, and you can even have different sort of tones, because like it's got like little filters around it, which I've got on white because I find that's most flattering, but it does come with like warm filters on it as well. And then basically, once you've got those 3 things, your videos will at least look good. So all you need to sort out is your content. Thank you, bye.